Most owners use their yacht on the Turkish coast for a few weeks a year. They pay for it for all 52. Berth, insurance, servicing, winter storage, and crew if they keep any. In this video, what yacht management covers for an absentee owner, the 3 crewing options and where each one fits, how the running costs break down, and the paperwork that does not pause while you are abroad. There is one detail that catches owners out more than any other, and it is not the money. I will come back to it. Management is the ongoing care of the boat between your visits. In practice, it bundles 5 jobs. Technical care, scheduled servicing of engines, generators and systems, anti-fouling, winterizing and recommissioning, and repairs organized through yards the manager already works with. Berthing and logistics, holding the marina contract, moving the boat between berths or to the yard, dealing with the marina office for you. Crewing, recruiting, vetting and supervising, plus payroll and rotation. Administration, insurance renewals, flag and registration paperwork, VAT and cruising documentation, supplier invoices, and 1 monthly account to you. And guest readiness, so the boat is usable the day you land. The point is one senior contact who is accountable, instead of juggling a marina, a mechanic, a cleaner and an insurer from another time zone. For an absentee owner, the real value sits in the small things that go wrong when nobody is watching. A bilge pump that fails during winter rain. A mooring line that chafes through. A battery that flattens. Fenders that shift after a storm. Cheap to fix if someone catches them in the first week, expensive if you discover them in May when you arrive. That is what regular checks buy you. And be clear-eyed about the asset itself. A yacht is generally a depreciating asset with real running costs. Good management protects condition and usability. It does not make the boat an investment. Crewing depends on size and how often you actually use the boat, and there is no single right answer. Option 1, no permanent crew. On many yachts up to roughly 15 to 18 meters, owners bring in a day captain, a cleaner and a technician as needed, with the manager coordinating them around your dates. It keeps costs down, but it leans hard on good local supervision between visits. Option 2, rotational or seasonal crew. Larger yachts, or owners who cruise a lot, keep a captain and 1 or more crew for the season, employed, insured and paid through the management structure, with clear duties and time off. Continuity, but a real ongoing commitment. Option 3, full-time professional crew. That is the superyacht norm, with contracts, payroll, certification and welfare handled by the manager, and its own employment and compliance obligations. Honest position, on a larger yacht, crew is usually the single largest running cost. Now the money. Costs vary widely by size, age, condition, how much you use the boat, and which yard and marina you choose, so treat these as indicative as of filming and confirm current figures for your yacht. 6 lines to budget. The management fee, usually a monthly retainer or a percentage of the running budget, driven by size, scope and whether crew payroll is included. Crew, salaries plus insurance, uniforms, and food aboard. Berthing, an annual marina contract priced by length, and it matters whether the berth is prime season or year-round. Maintenance, routine servicing plus a contingency for repairs, driven by age, hours, and the systems aboard. Insurance, annual hull and liability, driven by value, cruising area, crew arrangement and claims history. And winter, lift, storage, anti-fouling and recommissioning. A widely used rule of thumb puts annual running costs somewhere around a low single digit to about 10% of the yacht's value each year, higher for older or heavily used boats. That is a planning guide, not a promise, and your figure could sit outside it. Add the lines together. The months you are not cruising are when absentee owners most often get hurt, because a boat left alone still needs attention. Storms, damp and rodents do quiet damage that only shows up in spring. An off-season plan should say plainly whether the boat is hauled out and stored ashore or kept afloat, set a winterizing schedule for engines, water systems, and batteries, and require routine checks after bad weather. On the Turkish coast, many owners haul out for anti-fouling and major servicing over winter, then recommission in spring before the season. Yard slots fill early. A manager who books ahead saves you money and saves you a scramble in May. Here is the detail I promised, and it is paperwork. Being away does not pause the boat's legal obligations. 4 things. Flag and registration. The registry and any transit or cruising log must stay valid, and changes of use or crew can affect that. VAT status. The boat's VAT and import position affects where and how long it can stay and be used, and it varies by vessel and situation. Insurance conditions. Policies often require winter layup, a certain crewing standard, or that you stay inside a defined cruising area, and breaching a condition can void a claim. That is the one that costs owners most. And crew employment. Crew must be employed, insured and paid correctly under the applicable rules. Turkey Boats is a brokerage and yacht manager, not a law firm, tax advisor, or flag registry, so we point you to the right professional to confirm the current rules for your case. Because you will not be there, transparency matters more than anything. Ask how you are billed. Ask whether you pay suppliers directly or through the manager, and how markups on parts and labor are handled. Ask for a named senior contact, references from other absentee owners, and a sample monthly report. Check the manager holds a proper client account, passes supplier invoices through, and gives you a clear notice period so you are not locked in. Good managers welcome those questions. If you already own a yacht here, start with a management review and a written annual budget before you commit. If you are still buying, plan management before completion. We arrange management and berthing from Bodrum and the Gulf of Gakova to Göcek, Marmaris, Fethi, and Antalya. The full guide is on our blog, and you can arrange a free, no-obligation consultation with a senior broker through our contact page.